You're about to go on your very first girls' trip with a particular group of women. Here are some questions you need to ask to make sure that things go as smoothly as possible. What qualifies me to speak on this? Well, aside from having gone on my share of trips with other women, I am a female friendship coach and educator, which means for a living, I study what the research has to say about women's communication, cooperation, and conflict. Okay? While we can't anticipate every challenge or prevent every hiccup, these are the things that you can do to optimize what should be a positive shared experience with women that you care about. Here we go. Do you like to plan everything out, or are you more of a play it by ear kind of person? Are you a morning person? How sober of a trip would you like this to be? Do you plan on meeting up with other people once we get there, or will this just be kind of solo? How do you want to handle things like Ubers, Lyfts, shared meals, and excursion fees? What to you on a trip feels like a good balance between together time and alone time? What allergies do you have that I need to know about? I'm serious. Who's your emergency contact back home because I want to put their number in my phone? Is this a girls' trip, or is anybody on the hunt to collaboratively engage romantically with others? And if so, do we both subscribe to the idea that it's not okay to leave the scene without notifying everybody else? We may not be able to get to everything everybody wants to do on this trip, but what's the one thing that you would really like to do while we're here? If there's any misunderstanding or grievances along the way, do you promise to let me know privately as soon as possible so we can reconcile immediately and have a great time? If there are any other questions that you feel like should be added to that list, please drop them in the comments. But I know this sounds technical. Nobody's saying you have to fill out a Google form and send it around. But there's too much of an assumption that your expectations of a good time are the same just because you're friends and you enjoy each other. I encourage you to go with company that you trust, and I encourage you to talk about what constitutes a good, pleasant time. But if there are resentments or lack of communication or passive aggression or simply misaligned expectations of what would make a pleasurable experience, even though it might be temporarily uncomfortable to front load the trip with that conversation, trust me, it'll be worth it.